So here's what I'm looking for. I would like to have something to hold my picture collection so that if they don't bend and fold, so maybe something that they can sit in, either as individual images or a collage that can maybe either stick to the wall or potentially be magnetic, so it can go here. The other piece is I run out of space very quickly on my whiteboard because the pens take up all this space. Come up with a solution that could help me out so that the pens are close to the board, but not on the board. Thank you.
So one might think there are many organizational needs here, I would say. And one major one is this cord issue I have here. This is my in and out box. These are two important charging tools, the iPad charger. You know, very organized. It goes back to the Belkin. You know, this is multifunctional. It's working for us. And then there's this one. I mean, could this cord be any longer? I don't know, possibly. But I need this. I take it home, you know, on the weekends. I take it home. So to put it like back down, around, under, over, and come up a little hole over here is just 5 minutes on both ends. It's like 10 minutes of wasted time. So I plug it in, and then I coil it like a line on a ship, neatly, in the clockwise rotation. One might say is quite organized. And then I put it up here, a little hook, which doesn't look good, but it's, you know, it's off the counter. This little guy comes up and over. And if there were something that I could do with this, you know, maybe a coiler like what you see on a hose. You just kind of go crank, 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 and it coils up for you, and then you neatly uncoil it when you need to, you know, and go across the yard to water. Yeah, this is the problem I need a solution to.
All right. So in my classroom, what I really need is something to help organize what I call the cards of opportunity. And what those are is each student has their name and spirit animal on their card, and I keep these separated and organized by class. But when I have them all together, they're all jumbled up and hard for me to figure out which class is which. So if I had something to help me organize these cards and keep them all together in one place so I always knew where they were and I could just go to them and grab the specific class, like 7th grade or 8th grade, that would be really helpful.
All right. So one thing I think could be improved in this classroom is I have this little tiny bulletin board strip right up here, and the idea is that you're supposed to be able to put push pins into it, and they hold papers there, and it's great. The problem is that this little strip of cork is not deep enough to hold a push pin. It's actually less thick than the length of a push pin. So you put a push pin in, and it stays okay, but as soon as you try to have the push pin hold paper or any weight at all, it just pops right out and everything falls down. So if there were a way to design something that would maybe make this cork a little bit deeper so that the push pin would stay in, or I don't know, have something that would actually hang off this ledge that I could put pins into and hold paper, or even make it magnetic, that would be an improvement. There you go.
Alright, 7th graders, we got a challenge for you here in the science lab. You probably don't see this that often, but you were once a 5th grader, and you probably had trouble putting your journal into the cabinet in the right way. And as you can see here, we have a total mess. So if you could please find a way to create a bookend that could separate the two sections of journals so that we can have a nice organized science cabinet. That would be fantastic. Thank you.
Hey 7th graders, it's Miss Cook. In 5th grade humanities, we have no way of hanging our easel paper, which if you look around the room, we have stuck everywhere. So if you can come up with a hook or something, that would be awesome.
Ready when you are.
Dear 7th grade, Mr. Mizell here, and I've been looking for a way to stand this whiteboard up. You know, I write important things down on it, and I hold it, and then that happens. So dear 7th grade,